forward. And guess what? This woman leaped with him. Y'all didn't hear me. I don't think you heard me. I said it again. Every black man in America leaped forward. And his woman leaped forward. We just all leaped at the same fruit. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. But we stepped into a whole other place. We leaped. It was a quantum leap. It was an advancement. I changed. I don't know about you. I hold my head different. Barack Obama busted out of there. Start saying. Yesterday, Michelle came on television talking, and they was asking her about her saying. She thought he sings to me all the time. Y'all ain't going with me. That's why he was so good at it. That's why he can carry that note. Because he's been looking at Michelle talking about. Y'all ain't got a like me. Y'all ain't got a like me. But you been singing in that girl. You're saying. And she ought to sing that. I don't think she ought to sing, well, you know, well, woke up in my home and with my man. See, that's Michelle. That's Jesus. That's singing Michelle. I'm going to get married someday. Soon. So y'all might as well get ready for it. And she the husband they're going to sing to. Wake up in the morning, sing it. Baby, baby. Y'all ain't going to get it. Don't shoot you. Don't do that. Let it go for you. Somebody that know how to wake up singing in our ear. Don't like me. So you nobody talking about. You wake up in the morning talking about, you know. What's his name? You know his name. Jesus. You know who he is. Nine is the number of fruits. The number of God. I did that when I was here before. You know, 9. I talked about fruit. I talked about fruit, and 9 is the number of fruits. The number that represents fruitfulness. Woman carries a baby for 9 months. That's 9 months. How many months? 8. So 8 is the beginning. 9 is fruit. The baby is the fruit of your body. The baby is fruit. The baby is your fruit. 9 fruit of the Spirit. 9 gifts of the Spirit. 10 is another divine government, not divine government, government, man's government, human responsibilities. 10 is the number of law and commandments. 11 is the number of incompletion, disorder, chaos, disorganization, call it what you want. Joseph was the 11th son. And I used to wonder why Joseph's life had so much chaos. Why couldn't it have been one of the other sons? Well, it was his birth order that facilitated and dictated the bits and course of his life. I feel the Holy Ghost. He was the 11th son. What's your birth order? Anybody? 8. 8? That's awesome. I'm 7. What's your birth order? 1. Only. 1. Now I know why you cry. You cry because you had no sisters and brothers. Anyway, like this. So birth order is significant on his name. Joseph is the 11th son. Benjamin was the 12th. 11 is the number of incompletion. It represents something incomplete. That's why in the 11th year we started seeing unrest in government. And it started immediately in January of 2011. Egypt fell. Syria is still in the process. The United States is in the process, whether you know it or not. If things don't happen this year, if there are certain things we don't do this year, we cannot expect is government to stand? I don't think y'all hear this. This year. This year, because 13 is the number of rebellion. 12, divine government, the number of rules, the number of authority. This is that year that you're going to have to submit to authority. And anybody who is advocating less government, meaning that they don't want to be ruled. I want y'all to get this because there is a whole political party that's running right now on less government. You got too many rules. You get church at what time? You got too many rules. Church on what night? Got too many rules. Anybody crying about too many rules don't want to be governed.
Yeah. You're right.
You ain't gonna never have too few rules for them. Because they don't want to be governed.
That's right.
Y'all don't like me, but that's quite all right. I wish the gods y'all. We don't want to be ruled. Dr. Butler, folks don't want to be ruled. That's the reason why they don't want to come to church when you said it.
That's right. You're right, Father.
But I said whenever anybody who cannot rule themselves, you can't subdue to you who can't rule. And you will never rule. You will never have the privilege of authority. So, God set 12. He set 12 to be the number of authority, governmental authority, rule. He set 12. Somebody said glory.